fake or something beyond our means. It's supposed to feel good. So we start to build this breath from this foundational place. You can call it the belly or your center, your sacral, solar plexus area. As you inhale, you're going to let your breath start in your throat, creating that hissing oceanic sound. Filling up with air from the belly button all the way to the collarbones, and then pause. You're going to squeeze like you're squeezing a balloon or closing off a balloon. And then exhale, release. So we're going to slow the breath way down, creating that hissing oceanic sound. And then inhale, begin again. As you come to the top of the inhale, you'll activate your pelvic floor. So hold here just for a second. Pause the breath. Activate the pelvic floor like you're sealing off a balloon. Hold, 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 and then draw the navel up and then press your navel to your spine. Hold. And then exhale, release. So that pelvic floor activation, that's Mula Bandha. Inhale. Come to the top of the inhale, hold, activate your pelvic floor, and now you're going to draw that energy up in towards the navel and press your navel to your spine. So this is your Uddiyana Bandha, your navel lock. Hold the breath here, and then exhale, release. Shoulders are relaxed. With every breath, we're finding a little bit taller of a spine, and we're settling a little bit deeper into our sits bones, into the sacred seat. This is the purpose of yoga, is this seat right here. This is why we sit here. It's a practice. It's not easy. Take a big breath in. Activate pelvic floor and navel, drawing the navel up and in, hold. And now this time you can roll your eyes up and in to activate this master gland of your brain, the pituitary gland. Keep holding the breath and then exhale, release. So you're allowing for your body to nourish off of this air source, this oxygen flow that you're drawing into your body because you're holding your breath. You're also drawing in these bandhas, your pelvic floor activation, and then your navel lock as well. So these bandhas, these locks, they help us control our breath. I'm going to tell you this right now. When you control your breath, you can start to control your mind. The reason why we have lost control of our mind and we are so all over the place and it feels like it's hard to even think sometimes, let alone there's so much to think about. And there's such a bombarding of information. This is why we take control of our breath. This is why we come to this seat to take control and command of our consciousness. Because there is so much out there right now that is trying to take command of your consciousness, like the media, like your phone. And so this sacred seat, this time when we come here to breathe, to open up, all you're doing is you're taking command. So give yourself this opportunity and this practice to take command of your breath and therefore take command of your thoughts. Inhale your hands wide and high, actively stretching your hands high to the sky. Bring your hands high, palms touch, and then exhale, right arm down. So as we start to set our intentions, I like to just get into the body. What's happening in your body today? From side to side. Inhale, up center, shoulders are down. Exhale, taking that left hand down, right arm is reaching over. Feel that length in your side body. Inhale, up center. This time, exhale, peel the arms apart like you're trying to reach your elbows behind you, chin in towards the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right arm's gonna come underneath the left. Option to grab under your shoulders, backs of the hands, or fingertips and palm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows pull down. What's happening in your spine today? And then draw your elbows in towards your navel as you bring your chin in towards your chest, lengthening your spine. Inhale, coming up slightly. What's happening in the body today? Unwind when you're ready, reaching up high. Inhale, and then exhale, switch. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Pulling those elbows down first, and then starting to round. Elbows drawing in towards your navel. Inhale, coming up center. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, reaching up high. We're going to interlace our fingers, palms face up, and then exhale over to the right. Inhale, up center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, up center. Palms touch. And then exhale, hands down to your heart center. Start to rub your palms together. Get them nice and warm. You're balancing the right and left hemisphere of the brain. Keep it going. You're doing great. Create heat. Right? And then settle that heat at your heart center, sitting nice and tall. Breathing deeply into the nose and out through the nose. So as we are moving in our body, bringing our awareness to our body and within our body, what were you feeling? And how can this sacred practice really serve your body today? One thing I've been journeying and really uncovering with myself is uncovering or tuning in, if you will, to the wisdom of my body. So instead of hearing the thoughts of my mind, coming into the body and just allowing for myself to be in this present space of movement, of breath, and then allowing for the wisdom to reveal itself. There's so much wisdom in your body that lives in your genes, that lives in your cells. And if we can just allow for ourselves to slow down, to breathe, we can tune into this wisdom. So maybe that's your intention for your physical practice today, to tune into the wisdom of your physical stature of your body. Or maybe it's to just bring your awareness into your body. This is a powerful practice in and of itself. A lot of layers to that. It's very simple. Maybe our practice or our intention today is to just serve ourselves in any way that our body may need, and letting our practice reveal that authenticity, that moment. So just today, maybe we're honoring our practice in our bodies. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. I want you to bring your attention to your mind and just notice where your mind is at right now. Again, we're commanding control of our awareness and our attention. So all I want you to do right now is internally say that. I am commanding control of my awareness. Period. Say it any way you want to say it, your own words. And then let's set this next intention to honor our body, to unlock the wisdom or revel in the wisdom of our bodies. Whatever your intention is for your physical body, set that intention now. I like to say I am statements, so I will say today, my practice. Today I am honoring my body for my practice, something like that. But say that intention, and lastly, we'll come from our heart center today. So let's come out of the mind. We rely so much on the mind, too much. And let's come into our heart center. And let's set an intention to perceive the world from our heart, to be in our hearts, whatever it is, set that intention. And then take a big breath in. Activate pelvic floor and navel. Hold here. Squeeze and hold. Look up. Press the palms away. Set that intention to take command of your consciousness, of your awareness. And then exhale. Inhale. Activate pelvic floor and navel. Press the palms away. Look up. Squeeze up. Set that intention to honor your body for your practice. Your intention. Set it. And then exhale. Last intention. Inhale. Come to the top of the inhale. Squeeze, press, hold, look up. Set that intention to come from your heart, whatever that might be. And then exhale, release. Very good. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, so let's bring our hands back to our heart center. All right, so we're going to seal all this off with tuning in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I honor that infinite source of wisdom within myself. I honor that infinite source of wisdom that lives in all things. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo. Big breath in. Squeeze up, stretch up, hold here. Hold those intentions in your heart and in your mind, and then set them free. Hold them. Look up. And then exhale, let them all go. The power is in letting go. Remember that. When you're ready, make your way to the tabletop position where our wrists are below our shoulders, our knees are below our hips. We're just going to get started with warming up the core. I have just seen incredible, miraculous things with this simple Kriya. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of proof in this pudding here. All right, so you're going to spread your fingertips nice and wide. You're rooting into your palms. Your arms are going to be as straight as your legs are. And as we know, our leg bones do not bend in this area here. So let your arms mimic that as well. So all you're doing is dropping the belly, inhale, sway, and then exhale, round. It's all through the navel. Inhale, sway. Exhale, round. Now work the breath into your body. We do a lot of breath work in this class, called that the air element. So what we're doing here is we're weaving all of the different elements that really, this is what makes us up. This is what makes us what we are. And we're incorporating these elements into our practice for balance, for this incredible practice of centering, discipline, awareness, okay? And now you're gonna just find a rhythm. So one thing I like with these kriyas is that you're finding a rhythm. You're finding an inner synergy and an inner harmony that is yours. And it's important that we tune into this rhythm, talk about taking command of your consciousness, okay? Let's not let somebody think our thoughts for us. So as you're here, you're synergizing into this physical space, this rhythmic space. You know, it's like finding the sweet spot. With your breath and your movement, go. As you inhale and you sway the belly, let it relax. And as you exhale, draw your belly button up towards your navel. This is a wonderful way to warm up your entire body, but not only that, warm up your spine, which is what we really work with in this practice. Those arms are nice and straight. Start to find that rhythm. And we're almost halfway there. Let the movement become a meditation. Let the rhythm, that's what you're looking for. When you find that rhythm, when you find that spark, the inner synergy or harmony, that's when life becomes a meditation. And you can finesse this on your mat any day of the week, every single day. And you'll just uncover so much power within yourself just by finding this inner rhythm. Let the spine be fluid, like water. If this is something that's new for us right now, just take it as it is. If you need to take a break, take a break. If you want to keep going, keep going. Okay, 30 more seconds here. Now, I didn't even talk about the miracles of this Kriya, and I'm not even going to go into all of that. But what I will say is that it's really balancing for the endocrine system because of the undulation of the spine. Okay, because your glands live on this center line here that you're, flexing. And so as you're lifting your chin and then drawing your chin in towards your neck, as well as looking up, you're activating the master gland, which is responsible for the entire glandular system. Keep it going. So as you activate that master gland, then it starts to send signals to the other glands to start to balance, secrete, do its things. And this ultimately starts to balance the hormones. Something I've noticed, a big one with women doing this, is they lose a lot of weight. A 90 days, doing this for 3 minutes for 90 days. There was this one gal that did this, and I can't believe how much weight she lost. And I think it's because of the metabolism and the thyroid, because we start to balance the thyroid. So just it's incredible with this simple Kriya. Not only that, it's going to your core. It's incredible. And it's so safe on your body. Anybody, most bodies can do this little thing. All right, here we go. Inhale, sway. Look up, stretch up, hold, squeeze. Exhale, round. Lightly squeeze the buttocks. Inhale, neutral. And then exhale, knees out wide. Big toes touch, tailbone down towards your heels. Walk your hands forward, forehead on the mat. Long, steady breathing. So these little breath exercises, I wanted to encourage a long, steady, controlled breath. Because we want to take this breath with us today. These are some of the fruits of our labor, the fruits of our practice that we can allow serve and support us in our day, which is, of course, your breath. And so we want to take this long, exaggerated, nourishing breath with us today. So just start to find it. We're going to do a lot more breath work just to encourage this long breath. But I just want to plant that seed for you. We'll do one more breath here. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself up. We'll come to sitting on our heels. We're going to take our fingertips to our shoulders. Our elbows are going to be in alignment with our heart center. If you need to sit on a blanket, you can, or you can sit on multiple blocks, bolsters, or you can sit on your tailbone. All good. Sit in any way that suits you. Okay, and then the elbows are in alignment with your heart center. We're stimulating the thymus gland here. This gland that lives in the heart. You're going to inhale left, exhale right, and I want you to really find a swivel here. And it's a powerful breath. Now, I love this little exercise because it's a wonderful twist that's not too intense. In fact, it's so manageable. A woman could do it because her belly stays center. And so pregnant women can't do twists, but she could do this. And this is so nice because it gets into your spine in a really non-invasive way, which the more we use our spine, the more important we are, the more conscious and aware we are of not wanting to overdo it, overstretch. I've definitely been an over twister in my day. So I like this because it creates a lot of alignment in the spine. Inhale left, exhale right. Use your breath here. Your breath and the movement there, that's the anecdote. That's the magic there. It's the breath and the movement. And then once you find it, it can be hard to find, then you synergize with it and you harmonize it. Inhale left, exhale right. I love things that have just so many benefits. We can talk about the internal massaging of your organs here, as well as kicking on your digestive system. Really cleansing and purifying, as well as coupling it with that purifying breath. A lot of benefits here. Inhale left, exhale right. Now your chin is slightly locked in towards your neck so that your head is pretty fixed. I mean, it's definitely fixed with your shoulders. You're not over twisting your head. And we're really not over twisting here. You're kind of on a swivel in your spine. A little bit more here. Keep it going. Inhale left, exhale right. Keep it going. You're doing great. All right. And then when steady. Inhale, center. Squeeze up, stretch up, look up, hold. And then exhale, release. Very good. All right, we'll do breath of fire here as well through ego eradicator. So go ahead and just take your arms out to a V. Fingertips are in, thumbs are up. Now, if you're new to ego eradicator, know that you can just do it with your arms down here if this feels better and just work on breath of fire. Or, of course, work on both. There's a lot going on here. So when you're ready, it's an equal inhale, equal exhale through the nose. And go for it. Try to relax your jaw and the muscles in your face. Staying nice and steady with your breath. Let your heart be lifted, your shoulders are down. So this breath is really resonant through your nose and throat and chest, but as the breath starts to get really worked on, or you really start to get into your breath, it's going to start to activate the navel. So I want you to know it's different than Kapalabhati breathing. It's not a snapping of the navel, more so it's the power of your breath that begins to naturally snap your navel. But it starts in your throat, nose, chest, etc. Same thing with that synergy and harmony. You do it with your breath. Find that harmony, sink into it, and then this is where that meditation starts to take off when you find yourself in those places. Nice and steady here. Really warming of the core here, really warming of the low back. Revel in that warmth, revel in the challenge of it. Be swooned and taken away with it. Romance and dance with it. And this is where our practice really takes off. This is how you really learn how to finesse with challenge. Okay, when we can harmonize when things feels good, it's easy, right? But learn how to harmonize when things do not feel good. And that's real practice. And that's what really this journey of life, this experience is all about, is harmonizing and finessing maybe those unwelcome places of our life. So here we are. We're sitting in it right now. Harmonize, finesse. It's your choice. You choose that joy, or you choose that misery. Whatever feels good. Whatever's working right now. Maybe whatever's programmed. Whatever's a habit. That's why we do this work. It uproots old habits. Because you start to do something differently. You start to show up differently. Where you're like, you know what? No, mine. I'm not going to put my arms down right now. My arms are fine. But it takes a certain amount of time. It takes a certain amount of exposure. It takes a certain amount of finessing. A period of time. You're almost there. All right, take a big breath in. Magnetically draw your thumbs to the touch. Stretch your fingers straight up. Squeeze up, stretch up. Press your navel to your spine. Look up and then exhale. Fingertips drop down. Inhale only once your fingertips touch the ground. Something grounding about that. Long, steady breathing. right, and then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and make our way to sitting on our tailbone, taking the legs out straight. This will be our last little upright posture. So we evoke our practice. We're going to stoke our practice with this air element, stoke a fire. And then we bring on some water and we bring on some fire. All right, so our legs are straight. You can sit on something small or nothing at all. Inhale, hands reach up high. Exhale, come forward. Okay, just grab onto the first thing that the body allows for, and you're going to inhale up, exhale down. Now, the thing about this is you don't have a lot of range of motion, so your breath's powerful. All the way in, all the way out with the breath. You're pumping into the back sides of the legs, stretching into that life nerve, that sciatic nerve. So you're at the top of the inhale as you're up, and you're at the bottom of the exhale as you're down. And again, you don't have a huge range of motion, so it turns into something kind of like breath of fire. Work up those old patterns, those old roots. Start to clear out that stagnant conversation that we have within ourselves, that internal dialogue. That internal dialogue can sometimes make it to where we can't grow. It keeps us in the same place and in the same cycles. So as you're doing this, you can use your breath, your pranayama, to work through, to uproot, to clear out. Right? And then when we include an internal sound current, sat nam, inhale sat, exhale nam, so you inhale those sounds. It helps one with the rhythm. When it changes, it starts to shift that sound current or that internal dialogue, the stories we tell ourselves. So you inhale sat, exhale nam, and we start to reprogram that internal dialogue. Sat nam. Sat means truth, nam means name. It means truth is my name, truth is my identity, truth is who I am. Those stories we tell ourselves, those aren't truth. Those are fantasies and things we create in our mind. That's why we replug it in, we reprogram it with Sat Nam, which is all that matters is truth. I don't need to tell myself any other story. The Sat Nam neutralizes the mind. Everything just is what it is. You're doing great. Last little bit here. Inhale, up, flat back. Look up, stretch up, squeeze up through the pelvic floor. Squeeze, press your navel to your spine. Exhale, come down. Hold the breath out. Inhale, up slightly. Exhale, down. And then inhale. Bring yourself all the way up. Big breath in. Squeeze up, stretch up, look up, hold. And then exhale, release. All right, now let's bring the bottoms of the feet flat on the mat. We're going to now realign our spine with all of this stuff we've been doing. So your fingertips are going to come forward. You'll come down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. And then just for a moment here, let your back be flat on the mat. Breathe. And the knees come into the chest. Grab onto the insides of the feet for a happy baby. Stretch your legs out. stretch your feet in or draw your heels in towards your tailbone. Just kind of freely move here. Getting into this happy baby. And then when you're ready, knees come into the chest. Take your right leg in, stretch your left leg out. And then right leg comes over to the right side body, flexing your left heel, both heels really. And then switch. Draw your left leg and right leg out. Bring the left leg over to the left side body. Flex both feet. Breathe. And then switch. Right leg in, left leg out. And switch. Draw that left leg in, right leg out. Move gently and sweetly. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep it going. And then move from a place that's working for your body right now. All right, one more each side. It's always good to do wind release pose in the morning. And then go ahead and bring both knees into the chest. We're just going to do some light stretching here. Right ankle, left knee, and release the fingers. Going to bring that earthy element into the practice right now. This yin factor. So interlacing your fingers behind the left leg as you draw your legs in figure four. The reason why we're doing this is because we're going to do this thing with our hips and our spine, and we want to make sure things feel good. Go ahead and release. Take right leg up and over left and bring these into the chest again. Looks like a reclined shoestring pose kind of. Breathing into the low back and hip. And then go ahead and bring your left foot flat on the mat. Take a deep inhale. Arms reach out like a T. And then exhale, knees fall left, gaze falls right. And inhale, bring it center. Unwind. Beautiful. And as you unwind, take your right leg high, interlace your fingers behind the right calf. Stretch your left leg out towards you. It feels good for you here. You can draw your knee up towards your forehead, up towards your knee. Breathe. Drop that head back down if it's not already, and then really, really kick into your hands as you pull that leg down. Breathe into that space. You might have a light shake, and if you do good, your nervous system is resetting. I love it. It's so good. And then go ahead and bring that knee gently in towards the chest. And right foot flat. Take your left ankle to your right knee and interlace your fingers underneath the right knee. Breathing deeply through the hip. So good, so nice. We're going to open up our hips, and then we're going to kind of do some chiropractics on ourselves. Some very simple and easy chiropractics. Realign our spine. I realize a lot. I get adjusted a lot. And myself and my dad actually have a short, one leg shorter than me. Go ahead and release that. Take your left leg over the right. Knees come into the chest. Breathe deep. So nice. Love this stretch so much. Breathe into it. That's all this breath work has prepared us for a long, steady breath. And I'm just hoping you're breathing long, slow, deep. Find those pauses between each breath. That all of that air element was supposed to set us off into our practice of breathing. Part of us being in our bodies is breathing in our bodies. Bring your awareness to our breath. Last breath here. And then gently release. Take your arms out to a T. Deep inhale. Exhale, knees fall right, knees falls left. And inhale, coming center. Unwind, taking your left leg high to the sky. Interlace your fingers around your thigh, your calf. Stretch your right leg out, whatever feels good for you here. You can draw your forehead up towards your knee. You did on the other side. And again, let that jig, that shake, that little twitch that happens, let it happen. It's weird because it's uncontrollable, but there's something really resetting for your body. I like it. I'll say I didn't used to like it though. And so what you're doing is you're kicking into your hands as you're pulling down on your leg. And then breathe deep into what you're feeling. Last breath here. And then bring that knee gently in towards your chest. Both knees come into your chest. Then you're going to take your legs out to a V. Okay, and then the way that we do this, Kriya, is you're going to drop one leg and then kick the other leg out. Just go for it. So you're dropping one leg as the other leg is kicking out. This is really good for your brain. Now your sacrum, your legs are right over your sacrum. They should be at least. The weight of your legs is pressing into your sacrum. Your heels might be lightly kicking your back of your leg, which is great. If they're not, it's okay. But the legs going side to side and the pressure of your legs on top of your sacrum is sending this really refined vibration up your spine. Now your chin is in towards your chest. The back of your so good. I literally just heard I'm the grace of God, and then that was really good. Can we talk about polarity, folks? Like, that's a perfect life right there. Gosh. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing really good today. So good, cute. I love it. Not my normal reaction. Right? Balance is everything. All right, so chin is in towards the chest here, and the back of the head has to be on the mat so that we're getting this cranial sacral adjustment. That's what's happening here. Now your legs might be getting tired. That's okay for you. And find that rhythm. So as one leg is dropping, the other leg is kicking out. And it's almost like you're letting the leg drop naturally. Like you're not forcing it. Make sure you're breathing. And then you can start to go a little bit faster as you feel comfortable. Just make sure it's like one after the other. This is the last little thing, Kriya, until we get into our flow. And after we open up those hips a little bit, this is such a great way to align the spine. Last minute. Just focus on a steady breath here. Your chin is in towards your chest. Make sure you're gluing the back of your head and your sacrum in the mat, because this is what's creating this mild cranial sacral adjustment. Your breath is also helping that adjustment. It's really subtle, but it's really powerful. It can unlock your cranial fluid, which can get caught up, creating literal blocks within ourselves. Cranial sacral therapy helps move these blocks, but this isn't really effective. A little way you can do it as well. It may not be as effective as a therapist, but of course, stuff we can do for ourselves every day. We're just trying to get that cranial fluid to flow in a nice balanced way up and down the spine. This is what gives our central nervous system buoyancy, this fluid. Keep breathing. Last little bit. All right, stretch the legs out. And then knees in. All right, we're going to take left leg in, right leg out, like supine twist. So we're going to twist, and then you'll come center. It's going to be a light twist, though. You'll come center and switch and twist. Come center. Going to rock it out and twist, light twist. Try not to force your body anywhere. We're just twisting. Okay, doing great. All right, one more time each side. Call this cat stretch. You can go a little deeper on your last ones. And then bring your knees center and just start to rock and roll in the spine. Lots of good stuff we've done for our spine just now. I mean, come on, it does so much for us. How do we give back? We do yoga. All right, 3 more rocks. And last one, you're going to rock all the way through to tabletop. From tabletop, spread your fingertips nice and wide. Tuck your toes and send your tailbone high. We're going to come to down dog. And if you'd like, go ahead, come to down dog, and then come to high plank so you can see where your hands and feet should be. And then come back to down dog. As you're here, just pedal out your heels, breathing deeply, getting a feel for what's happening. Maybe you go up onto your tippy toes, your toe ball mount. Maybe you come all the way up on both tippy toes and drop your heels to one side of the mat, up onto the tippy toes and over to the other. Inhale, center. And just, what's your connection to your mat today? Notice these subtleties. Are you rooting into your knuckles of your hands? Beautiful. And then when you're ready, start to settle in stillness. Root into your palms. Those heels are lifted. Let them be lifted. And then draw that action. That action is everything. Push back. So draw the action of your heels down towards the earth. Push back through your thigh bones. Breathe deep. Belly soft. Just be here for a little bit. And just get this feel for down dog today. Do you feel supported? Couple more breaths here, just like this. You can do this. Long, steady, deep breathing. Last breath. When you're ready, inhale your right leg high to the sky. Heel faces the sky, your toes face the earth. Exhale, drive the foot through, plant it between the hands. I just like to start our flow practice with sun seat. Drop down to the back knee. This is a classical sun salutation. Inhale, hands reach high, knees above ankle. Exhale, peel arms apart. Inhale, hands reach high. Exhale, hands down. Let that breath flow through you. You worked for it. Inhale, find length, toes in the air. Exhale, fold forehead down towards the knee. Long, steady breathing. One more breath. Inhale, push up through the hands. You're going to take your right thumb into your hip crease. And then press that hip down as you open your chest up to the right, getting right into that T-band like a straight leg, just like that. And if you want to straighten the leg in, as much as we'll go. And then taking that right hand high to the sky. Exhale, lower the hand. Very good. Walk your knee above ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. And we'll we'll step forward. Your feet can be hip width distance or wider bend. Hinging right at the hips, bend those knees. Just allow yourself to bend here. This is our first standing forward fold. You can start to straighten throughout your legs as it feels comfortable. Maybe we bring our feet closer together as it feels comfortable. Chin towards the chest. And then just notice your breath here. It may not be as easy. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to the shins. Nice flat back here, push back through the thigh bones. Exhale, fold. Bring up micro bend the knees if it's not already there, and then inhale, arms reach wide and high as you rise with the flat back. All the way up, palms touch overhead, and then exhale, reach back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Wow, steady breathing here. One more breath. Then inhale, walk your knee above ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. We're going to plant our hands. Oh, excuse me, sorry, drop it. Go ahead and take your legs straight. You're pushing up on your hands. Right hand is flat, left thumb comes into the hip crease. Press your hip down and back, opening your chest up to the left as you're keeping that hip down, firing on that IT band. Toes stay in the air. When you feel ready, left hand maybe comes into the sky. Breathe. One more breath. And exhale, taking your hand down. Very good. Walk your knee above the ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. Plant your hands and step your foot back, high plank. Spread fingertips wide. Knees. Drop down to the knees. Chest and chin. And then all the way down. Zip your legs together. And then inhale, come up for cobra. And you can exhale, lower. Inhale, push yourself up and back. We'll tuck our toes, tailbone reaches towards our heels. This extended child's pose. And then finding our way to downward facing dog. As you come to down dog, again, reconnect with the mat. What are your hands doing? What are your feet doing? What are your knuckles doing? So just really rooting into your palms, reaching your tailbone high, pushing back to your thigh bones, breathing deep. Really connecting to the space. It's very simple, it's very subtle, it's easier than we think to do. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, left leg reaches high to the sky, heel faces the sky, toes face the earth. Exhale, bringing that foot in between our hands, dropping down to the back knee. Inhale, hands reach high. This time, we're going to reach out, back, and then interlace those fingers behind us. Inhale, just kind of working with that range of motion in the shoulders. Heart's lifted. Breathe. Anchor yourself to your back foot. And then gently release. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Flex the foot, toes are in the air. Exhale, forehead down towards the knee. This time we're going to inhale, roll up. Exhale, back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push up. Right hand can be flat, fingertips tented. Left thumb comes into the hip crease. Press the hip down and back. Open up to the left. As you feel comfortable, left hand reaches up. Shoulders out of the ears as much as we can. Steady breath, steady jaw. One more breath. And then exhale, lower the hand down. Such a good posture. And then walk your knee above ankle. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee. And we'll step forward, forward fold. Micro bend in the knees as it feels good for you. Fold though, touching at the tailbone mound. Inhale, halfway lift, push back through the thigh bones. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands wide and high. Rise the flat back, high to the sky. Root into your feet. Palm switch overhead. Activate your navel. Exhale, reach back slightly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back, right foot's forward. Drop down to the back knee. Inhale, hands reach high. And exhale, taking them out and back. Very good. Interlacing your fingers behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale. Steady yourself. Stable yourself with your back foot. One more breath. Gently release. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands down. Good. Inhale, straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Exhale, forehead down towards the knee. And inhale, pushing up slightly, taking your, and we find our ways. We'll do about 5 of these. Inhale up, exhale down. And then as we come down for the last one, inhale, push up. And then we'll take that right thumb into the hip crease, press the hip down and back, opening up the chest to the left. Excuse me, to the right. Taking your right hand high to the sky. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, bringing that hand down, walking your knee above ankle, tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, plant your hands, step the foot back, knees, chest, chin. All right. So we're gonna inhale up, and then exhale back down. Zip your legs together. We're gonna do breath of fire here, really detoxify the organs. So the way that we're going to do this is your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, and you're going to just do your breath of fire in through the nose and out through the Very good. You're doing great. All right, you're going to inhale. Push up slightly, squeeze, hold, exhale out. Squeeze, hold, inhale up slightly. And exhale all the way down. One cheek to the mat, arms down at your side. Kind of wiggle out your tailbone a little bit. Let go of the low back. Breathe. Long, steady breathing here. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and switch the direction of the head. And when you're ready, you're going to switch the direction of your head, and we're actually going to do a really grounding posture here. It's really grounding to lay on the chest. So what you'll do, so you're right there. So now that your head is in the opposite direction, so if we move it from where it was for that last period, you're going to take so we're all kind of all looking in the same direction. So yeah, we're all looking right. So you're going to take your right arm, and you're going to make a figure 4. Oh no, I'm sorry, you're all looking left. Sorry, I'm like right to me, left to you. You're going to make a figure 4 with your left arm. It's funny, my body was telling me you're going left because that's what I wanted to say. But anyways, all right, so you're figure 4 here, and then your right arm is going to be straight up over your top of your head. Then you're going to mimic this arm with your right leg. So your left arm and your right leg are mimicking each other, and then your right arm and your left leg are mimicking each other. I call this crying pose. I don't have a better name for it. Okay, so you're doing great. Yes, look towards the bent elbow. Perfect. Yeah, and then handy with just like that. This is such a fantastic hip opener. It's really gentle. After we allow the breath, this air element, to give us the space of taking control of our mind, taking control of our thoughts, our consciousness, and our awareness, really. Because where do we give our awareness? Often. So we use this air element to take back this awareness, this control of ourselves, of our thoughts, this command, this internal command. And then we use a little bit of the fire element to refine and to burn out old impurities, things that aren't suitable for this form anymore. And so we use this fire element to burn out, to discipline, to refine. We take this earth element here to help us ground in this process, to bring us back home. Because what the beginning of times can teach us and what the end of times can teach us is that all that matters is that you feel at home in your body. And somehow in between there, we lost that. So now that we have this opportunity, let's come back to that. Right, so that's what this grounding is for, to come back home, to feel at home in our bodies. When you're ready, go ahead and take your forehead straight, legs and arms straight, gently, sweetly. And you'll look to your right, bend your right arm to a figure four, and then bend your left leg to a figure four. And then your left arm and your right leg stay straight. I release control and surrender to the love that I release control and surrender. I like to think of the ether element as the sound element, right? Because, the cosmos and everything comes from vibration, comes from sound. And so everything starts with sound and everything ends with sound. And so that's what happens in this practice. We start with sound and we end with sound. And sandwiched in between that is this refinement of self. This opportunity to come back home, using these elements, these constituents that really are what make us up. So going back to that sound, you can hear this mantra and let it play. Let it play. Let that sound create that ether. And surrender to the flow. We can reprogram, redefine, realign that internal conversation. I release control. So it's one that is suitable, and serving, supportive, loving. You're not going to feel at home in your body if you're mean to yourself. I release control and surrender to the flow. Nice little bits here, last few breaths. Just feel supported and cradled by the earth here. I release control. It's amazing how much our mother nurtures us, this planet. How much she loves us and cares for us. Feeds us, protects us. I release feel that love. Let it rapture you. Share it with the world. Last breath. And then when you're ready, gently, sweetly come center. So leg center, arm center, gaze center. And we will, I want to do this. I guess you could just turn over if you'd like. Just go ahead and roll over onto your back. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, as you roll over into your back, go ahead and rock up. I was like, where am I going? My apologies. All right, so come back up to sitting on your heels. I wasn't ready for Shavasana. We're just about there. Just about there. Okay. So talking about beginning in ether, ending in ether. This sound. We're going to do Satkriya. It's just powerful. All right, so Satkriya is amazing because, in this white tantric lineage, we're supposed to wake up 2 hours before the sun rises and do about 2 hours of yoga and meditation and to get our day started. And it's for the exact reasons of what I told you before class started. Before you wake up and you plug back into the world and the emails and the to-dos and the identity of whoever we are, it's important that we command control of our awareness and our attention, where our thoughts go, how they make us feel, all those things, right? So that's why we wake up early, and the first thing before we plug in or do anything is we meditate and we do yoga. But in the event that you don't have that kind of time, Set Kriya is on your side. All right, so Set Kriya is amazing because it actually balances your energy centers or your glandular system, if you will. So some people don't connect with this thing called the chakras, but you do have glands. They're there. That's part of the reason of where you came from and how you're even here. So that's your energy centers, is your glands. And this little Kriya helps to get those energy, the glands secreting and balancing. And the side effect of that is bliss. We feel good. All right, so we bring our hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, thumbs or fingers point straight up, create a little steeple, left thumb over right if we identify as female, right thumb over left if we identify as male. You're gonna hear this mantra come on, and it goes, sit, nam, sit, nam, sit, nam, sit, nam. So you're drawing in your navel and then you're letting it go. Drawing in your navel and letting it go. And what it does is it starts to create this rhythmic massage to your internal organs. All right, let's do it. And part of Set Kriya is a Shavasana. So not all Kriyas have Shavasanas, this one does. That's why we do it at the end. Sit, 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 sit. And you can do this sitting on your tailbone. You can do this on your back. You can sit. Arms in alignment with the ears. You're doing great. Sit. Now, last little bit, you're doing great. This isn't easy. Eyes rolled up and in for this last bit. Letting that, where's the energy going? Where's the awareness going? Through the crown chakra. So we look up. Now 20 more seconds. Inhale. Squeeze up, stretch up, look up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Imagine the energy swirling all the way up, creating that inductance field up the spine to the cranium. Exhale. Inhale. Squeeze up, stretch up, pointing up, letting that energy be imagining it swirling up the spine. This is your cerebrospinal fluid. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it up, stretch it up, hold the breath. Look up. And exhale, release. Fingertips. Inhale once the fingertips touch ground. So grounding. All right, when you're ready, just make your way down to your back slowly, gently, sweetly. Your final Shavasana pose. bringing this awareness back to the body. And setting this intention as this awareness is coming back to the body to keep your awareness in your body today. Inhale your hands up overhead, stretching nice and long like it's the first thing in the morning. Walk the bottoms of the feet flat. And then turn over to one side using your arm as the pillow. And just for this moment in time, find yourself with your awareness in this moment right here, right now, in your body. This ancient practice has taught us that if we allow for it, our awareness to be, our attention, the way that we think, to be taken over by something else, then something governs how we see and how we feel. But just like this mantra is saying, and that's exactly what this ancient practice has taught us, this mantra, I am a radiant being. I am safe, I feel peace. These things, we convince ourselves of these things just like we convince ourselves of our fears. So just for this moment right now, keep this awareness with you and set that promise, that intention to yourself to keep it with you, that you're the one in command. Slowly push yourself up to a seated position, sitting nice and tall, rooting into your sits bones once you're there, coming back to the same place that we started. We bring our hands to our heart center. And I want you to set that intention to keep this awareness, this command of your attention. It's yours. It's your gift. Let's not give it away. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on and on and on. We're going to finish in a sat nam, long sat, short nam. Inhale. Sat nam. Inhale. Thank you, everyone, for making it to your mat, for showing up for yourself, for being here. So much love. And namaste. Thank you. Best class ever. I'm seriously on fire right now. I'm so happy to see all of you. So joyful. Hey, I'm just so glad. And here I am. I'm going to just quickly make some announcements because this is a new thing for me. I'm really learning. We're having this amazing fall flux of offerings, and one cool thing that we're doing on Fridays is this amazing revamp of like our cleaners and our immunity boosters. It's actually one product that does it all. You can eat it, and it has the cleaning power of Clorox. We call this our fall essentials class. Now, I'm all about, since I had kids, I'm all about something that's extremely powerful that I can eat. And really, that's what responds well to our immune system in this really sensitive gut biome that we have. So it's important that we use these products that support this gut biome. So anyways, we're doing this free class. It's on Fridays at 11:45. We're also having a fall cleanse. We're going to be doing Ayurvedic fall cleanse. And we'll just have menus. There's different ways. It'll come with yoga. You can customize it, make it your own. But if you want, it'll come with unlimited yoga, a little Ayurvedic goodie bag where you dry brush or oils, things like that. And then we're also coupling it with actually a complete gut reset to clear out candida, parasites, hormone imbalance. And we're going to be using herbs, oils, elixirs, things like that. We're going to be doing a fall equinox gathering with free, nourishing Ayurvedic food. My husband's going to be here and he's going to be serving it to launch our cleanse, but also talk about why nourishment is radiance and resilience and endurance in this crazy life, right? So we're going to be doing that on the equinox. That'll be at like 6:30. I think those are there's more announcements, but I'm like, that's good. I did it. Thank you so much. And thank you, Neil. So glad you were here today.
Best day ever.
Seriously, best day ever. Glad to get back on track.
when is the equinox cleanse and where is it? That's next Tuesday, I think, is the.
Next Wednesday, and so we're gonna launch. We won't start the cleanse until the new moon because that's when we start the parasites like to come out, things like that. So that's when we start the herbs and the elixirs.
Right.
We're gonna start the Ayurvedic fall cleanse, I think the 26th. So that's Sunday after. So we'll just start. It's the same thing except now you'll have a beautiful menu of lots of different options. And
Yeah,
we'll have,
I told you we're going to be back east for 2 weeks. So
right.
yeah,
Well, if you wanted to do the supplements, you could do that too. That might be a little difficult with traveling, but anyway.
the equinox gathering you were talking about.
Yeah. So that'll be at the studio, and just gonna have some Ayurvedic nourishing food and talk about nourishment.
Good. What time is that?
6:30 p.m.
All right. Great.
Good. Cool.
We'll see you tomorrow, though.
Okay, sounds good. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.